Hi, today I'm going to show you how I make flour tortillas. This is the way I make them. Everybody has their own way of making them. I'm going to be using 4 cups of flour, and it's the Rosal flour. I'm going to be using canola oil, baking powder, and salt. Now that's 4 cups of flour. Now I'm going to add 1.5 teaspoons of salt and 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. You want to mix this very well before you add your oil. Okay, so what I do is I put oil to how I feel the flour feel kind of like crumbly, but we can start with 1/3 cup. And it looks like it needs a little bit more, so maybe half of the 1/3. Now this is how it should look. Now I'm going to be adding water. I don't have a measurement for water. I just keep adding until I see that it's not too wet, but just enough. That looks like about 2 cups of water. You keep massaging the dough until you incorporate all of it. And now there's still, looks like it's still kind of like dry here. So you want to add maybe a tiny bit at a time. Now I'm going to put it onto the counter and knead the dough. You don't want to knead it too much. Maybe like a few minutes. If you knead too much, when you're rolling out the dough, it will stretch and then it will shrink. Now that I'm done kneading it, I'm going to let it set for about 20 minutes to rest. Okay, now I'm going to make the balls for the flour tortillas. I'm going to put oil on my hands and roll it. Okay, so what I made approximately 14 balls. So let's start making the tortillas. I use a little cup of flour to dip the the dough in. And I use one of these, it's a wooden one. But you can use a rolling pin or whatever you want. They're not always gonna come out perfectly round, especially if you're a beginner. And let's go put it on the comal. Okay, so now one of the tricks to it too is that if the comal is not hot enough, your tortillas will not rise up. Now we flip it. Now this is how you make the tortillas.